Again, episode 480.
Damn.
Till Death. Till Death is the movie we're reviewing.
With Megan Fox.
And this, yes, with starring Megan Fox. And this is the last night of this wheel of this, the month of Heavy D, the month of Till Death Do Us Part. We're going to be diving into strong women of horror in March. That's going to be a fun one. I do have to add one more movie to this wheel, which I will. But I'm just letting you guys know that. But so Till Death is what we're reviewing tonight. And this one was surprisingly good. Was surprisingly good.
I said, yeah, exactly. I thought it was going to be a flop because you hear Megan Fox. She's not like, she's gorgeous. Okay. But she's not like a superstar. Like you hear she's in a movie, you're like, you're like, she's in something, you're like,
yeah,
it's probably going to be like,
I'm with you on that. And what's funny about that too is, like you said, she's an attractive woman. That's fine. That's cool. But I don't. All right. I don't watch movies for like attractive people. You know what I mean?
Me either.
Like I can't watch a movie just because somebody's. I mean, if it's porn, that's different. But you know, you're looking for a like, oh man, she's fine as hell. Hell yeah, I want to see. Never mind. Anyway. With these, you know, with a horror movie, whatever type of movie, I'm just like, oh, I just hope it's entertaining. I don't care how they look, but
don't take her seriously, isn't that?
That's very true, Mike. That's very true, Mikey. That's fair to say. But she did good in this. She did good enough in this. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh my God, she deserves an award for it." It wasn't an award. It wasn't that all that. But she wasn't bad in this movie. Like I'm not gonna bash her. She wasn't bad in this at all, honestly. And honestly, I don't think she's too bad in horror. I don't think she's too bad. Hey, so am I, bro. So am I. I mean,
no,
she got a show for it.
Yeah, like Jennifer's Body too. That was not bad either. She did pretty good in that.
She wasn't bad in that. I think I've seen that one.
So yeah, she does make a good horror, like horror movies. She does pretty good in horror movies.
Yeah, she does. She does.
Other than that, I think the only other movie really that I can remember top of my head now is when she was in Transformers.
Only other movies? Transformers. I'm sure I've seen her in other shit. I just can't remember besides Transformers and
I can't remember either. Just Transformers just popped in my
the newest live action ones. She was in those two movies.
Yep.
And she wasn't horrible in those either. She didn't bother me in those. She was all right.
Yeah.
She didn't bother. She wasn't awful. She was all right. She didn't bother me. She wasn't like the original April, of course. She was, but
no,
it fit. I think it fit for what they were doing with the story they did in that. Yeah, she was in the first. Well, those two are the first two. There were only two. But shit, how's everybody doing though? How you doing, James? How you doing, Mike? While you're here,
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
Same. Punched out right before fucking going live. Finishing, you know, had to work. Sometimes you got to work some overtime, work to the wire. But I'm doing great now.
I hear you.
I was doing good then. I'm not gonna say I was doing bad because I work from home today, but I'm doing great now. I'm happier.
Yeah, definitely.
Shit, let's dive. You know what? Let's dive into the ratings first. Early ratings first.
All right,
and then we can dive into this film. And I'm actually gonna let you go first this time.
All right. Okay. So I told you this in the chat or in person, I think at work. This, to me, feels like a better version of Gerald's Game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I gave Gerald's Game a 6. I'm giving this a 7.
Ooh. I'm with you on that 7 right now. What did I give Gerald's Game? Okay, we both gave him a so I'm with you on the 7. Because I do agree. I think it was better. Definitely more brutal, more violent. It was just fucking from.
I understand Gerald's Game was more psychological.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
But this was more entertaining because she was not just like basically trapped.
Well,
but there was shit going on. Like there was a killer coming.
Then again, let's
and all that shit.
Then again, You know what? You could say this is definitely psychological too, though. Think about this shit. Her husband kills, offs himself right in front of her in bed, handcuff her. All right, so they have their night, whatever. Which their relationship is very, very rocky. Go to the lake house, they have their night, like I said. Wake up in the morning and they're handcuffed together. And she's like, "What's this about?" And he's like, "What does he say? I have a surprise for you, or you'll see." And then,
Yeah,
boom,
he was basically, yeah, he's in there's a surprise for you. He's just saying shit.
and then shot him.
I forgot the exact words, but he was acting all depressed and like he knew, like you're sitting there listening, you're like, oh fuck, he knows that she was
Oh yeah,
cheating
she
on
was
him.
cheating. She was definitely cheating on him.
And but he was basically saying, I got a surprise for you. And then he just boom, blows his
Yep,
brains out. So now he's handcuffed because in his head, I killed myself handcuffed to her. She can't drag me around. She can't run.
can't do nothing.
She's
Yeah,
trapped.
which is just
So she's dragging his body around trying to, and after that, her husband set up this whole fucking thing.
yeah. But let's
All because he was a crooked lawyer or something. They were auditing or raiding his law firm or something.
mhm.
So he was going to go to prison or something. So he was like, I don't think so. My wife is cheating at me. I'm going to get revenge on this bitch.
Boy did he.
Yeah. So before killing himself, he set this whole plan up with a guy that she met. Oh, by the way, he met the main character
Mhm.
by, she was in a crime, getting stabbed in the back or something, and he was like the lawyer for her case. They became a couple. That's why her husband knew the guy was getting out on parole.
Mm,
So he told her where she was and say, I have money in a safe,
okay.
diamonds in a safe, and she's also going to be here to set her up. So
Yeah,
that guy who that she put in prison can come and get revenge on her. So this husband was fucked up.
that's a fucking understatement. Definitely wasn't
Yo,
husband of the
he
year.
all those diamonds were in that, and this fucked up. He got her a necklace that can't come off.
Yes, yes.
Once it's locked on, it's locked. And it's all diamonds, so you can't, diamonds are hardest
Yeah. Oh, that's
in the
fucking
world, so you
true.
can't just cut them and break them. That's why they try to bolt cut them and they wouldn't break.
Yeah, and that's why the dude was like,
You can't.
what did he say? But we'll get to that. But the whole mirror thing. Remember when he was like, because they get into the safe, they crack the safe, open the safe up, and there's a note in there, and it's like, the diamonds are close to
The
her.
diamonds are
The
close to her
diamonds are close
heart.
to her heart, and then that's how the whole
Yep.
necklace thing comes into play, and they're about to try to. At first, dude was like, "All right, we got to cut her head off because the necklace doesn't break, doesn't come off, as we were just saying, because the diamond and
Yeah.
shit." But just everything leading up to that was just wild.
Yeah, it's insane.
Because the crazy thing
Yeah.
is it
So
starts out with her with the other dude. I'm sitting there thinking, like, "Oh shit, what?"
yeah, cheating on him. It was the last night she was breaking it off. She's like, we gotta stop doing this. She was gonna try to, I guess, work on with her
Mhm.
husband. Um, even though she didn't act like it, she was like ignoring him when she was there with him in
They
the
didn't
office and
like each other.
everything. And
I
yeah, they
feel like it
didn't.
was
Yeah, so it was kind of
but I
weird.
mean, from how they got together and all, I feel like it was just kinda like circumstance, like, "Oh, you saved me from this," and then it was just like, "You're attractive, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
I got money, let's get
He
married."
was probably a smooth
And
talker.
then
Yep.
just boom, you see where it led to, and I'm just
But he dragged the guy into it in the plan. He had her like she called him.
oh,
He
yeah.
called. He called. The husband called the guy. Said, "I need you up here." Blah blah blah. So then he blew his brains out after. So when this dude comes up here, it was a setup that he was going to walk in
Yep.
on it and have him get set up for it, type thing. But then the fucking two guys that come up, the prisoner, the one that got out of prison, kills him. Expect him to die so quick.
I did.
I thought he
when he
was there
came
with her. I thought he was gonna try to help her, like drag her, like, oh, we gotta hide or something. I was like, damn, they took him out pretty quick.
when he came back, or no, when he went outside like that, I knew something was gonna happen. I knew something was gonna happen. Just because I'm like, because those guys pulled up, and I'm like, okay, there's no way that they're just gonna go and leave or whatever. When can I come in and use the bathroom? Oh, the facilities are broken. Da da da. Da. I'm just like, yeah, that it's not gonna just end there with them leaving peacefully. It never does.
Mm,
It never does. I was just waiting for something, and something definitely fucking happened. Something
yeah.
definitely
They
fucking happened.
they did have her like she's a good survivor. She survives really good. She was dragging. She was like planning out her every move. She was
Yeah.
dragging her husband around pretty good. Like the quickness too. Like when they came outdoors, she just dropped down on her back because the snow was so deep, and then
Hmm.
he just walked by her and shit. They had
No,
her like really smart.
she did really good with shit like that. Like just in general with the what else did she do?
She did make a couple mistakes though.
Oh yeah,
For
but
one,
I mean it's gonna happen.
she had no choice but to leave the hose for ciphering the gas. I understand that part in the truck, but she
Yeah.
went in and took the fucking shoes and jacket off of her dead boyfriend. And when they see that, of course they're going to notice his shoes and jackets off him. He's dead. He can't get up and take his shit off. That's why
Yeah, but
the brother was like pointing down, like being quiet. He's like looking down, and they seen him like had no shoes on and shit. They're like, she's in the fucking house,
mhm.
type shit. So,
Yeah.
and she did get lucky the one time, but
She had like a few times.
she set the fucking car alarm off. She's lucky she had the keys in her hand still, because they were
Shit.
like both meeting her at the door, and he was coming up the stairs. She was like right in the middle.
The boat. The boat. So remember the part where she gets into the what the fuck do they call those shits? The little boat where you have the boats parked, but it's still in the water, but it's like a little shed around it. Because wasn't it
Oh,
something?
a
No, it wasn't. It
boathouse,
was indoor.
a boathouse.
No, it wasn't a boathouse because it was inside because the boat wasn't in water, right? No, it was just in
No.
a shed or a little garage or whatever. Never mind,
Yeah,
never
it
mind.
was their
That's right, yeah,
garage.
because but no, what I was getting at though is because remember how she's handcuffed to him in the boat, right? And she gets through the thing with the how does she fucking she gets the handcuff off for the time being.
Yeah, she cut
And
her husband's arm off, I think.
yeah, she cut his hand off.
Yeah.
And which was pretty cool. From that, because they hear the banging of the anchor and all that, so they go in there, they look around, they pull the blanket back. She's not in there.
Yeah.
Pan back and she's under the boat or some shit. And I'm just like, wow. Out of
Yeah.
all the places, they looked all over that shit. Nobody looks under the boat until I forgot what the fuck happens next. But I'm just like,
There's usually like something that makes a noise.
that's what it was.
Then
It was a noise or
yeah.
something.
But
Because I
yeah, it's
remember,
because usually people will hide under the blanket. But they made her seem really smart. So she was like, I'm
oh
gonna
yeah.
go where they're not gonna look.
But again, I guess you can kind of give her the street smarts slash survival skills in a sense because of the whole criminal past she had.
Yeah.
We could just throw it to that. We'll just throw it to that because I don't know what else to throw it to when it comes to that. But I was entertained with this one though, man. I was
Me
really
too.
entertained with this one, James.
Me too.
I'm still surprised by it though. I'm still surprised by it. I'm not sitting
Me
here
too.
saying it's gonna.
I thought it was gonna be a fucking bummer. I was like, oh, this is gonna be trash.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm just like, fuck.
But no, it was
But
pretty entertaining. Like
excuse me.
it was constant stuff going on. It was like I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, he's killed herself. She's trapped. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like Gerald's game, but she's trapped with a body in the snow. Of course, she can't run. She'll freeze to death out there. I was like, so what's going to happen here? But then it was all the setup shit started happening. I was like, oh, this is better. I was like, this
Yeah.
has more shit going on here. Okay.
And to have all this shit planned out, of course it didn't go according to plan, but just to have all that craziness planned out, like, look, man, here's where the diamonds are, this, that, and the third. I'm gonna do this and this. So it was like he wanted her dead, but he didn't want to do it himself.
Yep. Because he could have shot her in himself, then himself after.
Maybe he only had that one. There was only one bullet in the gun, though. We find out
Yeah, but he could have put
later.
2.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
of
saying?
course, of course, of
But
course.
no, he planned this out. He wanted this was like a personal evil thing because he wanted to take out the guy she was sleeping with.
Yeah.
So it was like a whole This guy was sick in the head. This motherfucker was like, I'm dying. I'm gonna take my set you up with shit because cheating on me,
Mm-hmm.
bitch. I'm getting revenge. Even though
Real
found
quick.
out that she was talking to him like she was going crazy, like you weren't cheating on me. I didn't see the lipstick on your collar.
Oh yeah. When
All
she
that
mentioned all
shit.
that shit.
Yeah.
And
So
yo, you know what hit me too? What dawned on me like later in the movie? Remember the scene where her and her husband they go out to dinner or whatever. He makes her wear the red dress, which he should have just let her wear whatever, but whatever. Anyway, they go out to dinner, and then when she goes to the bathroom, and she's talking to the one chick in the bathroom, and she's just like basically trying to warn her without saying too much. And the girl's just like, yeah, she's like, I know it's none of my business, but then the girl's pretty much like, yeah, it's none of your business. And then you kind of see what kind of lifestyle and shit she's talking about because she lives it, and she's probably, I'm sure she's been around it and seen as far as like the whole dating, you know what I mean, with the dates and how it all goes and all that other shit. She's like, look, this is how you're gonna, this is how your life's gonna be, basically. Like, you're not gonna be happy. Look at my face. I don't look happy. This, that, and third. And you're just seeing it for the money right now, but money ain't everything. And you know, I guess you get a little lesson from the movie too. I guess.
Guess so.
And she
So let's
wanted to
talk about
check.
the main criminal guy. This guy's a fucking lunatic.
Brutal, the
I
violent one, real violent one, right?
you know I don't understand. I don't understand how you can. Well, it was an accident, but I could see it in his eyes. Really try to kill your own brother.
Oh,
But that's not. But that's not the problem part. So you've seen that in movies before. This guy's so psychotic. He kills his brother. You know. Okay, whatever. It was on accident. He kills his brother. But how he was talking to him, like, and tried to kill
mm-hmm.
him. But after he actually died, then he acted all sad. He was like, "Oh, Billy, oh my God, see what you made me do?" And started blaming the
Yeah.
girl. Like he really cared, but in the beginning,
I
like
feel like
he'll kill
I feel
anybody
like
for
it was
money.
that earlier though. I feel like every time he threatened them, it was more of like a bluff type of deal. And then I feel like it'll just kind of be like I have to be this tough guy. But then once that shit happened, he was like, "Oh fuck," which honestly was kind of cool because it would definitely hit the soft spot of the back of his head, and he was hanging there like on them, you know, the metal hook things that you hang your coats and shit on.
Yeah. Then it
And
just
what happened
snapped,
was he
and he
jumped
fell
on
to
his
the ground.
brother's back because he was getting ready to try to cut the girl's head, kill Megan Fox, Megan, not Megan, yeah, Megan Fox's character. And his brother jumped on his back to kind of restrain him, and he was just like trying to slam him, pretty much trying to get him off his back, slam him up against the wall or whatever. But when he did, he didn't know that. Bah! And I was like, oh, what I liked
Damn.
about that
Yep.
too, though, was like it happens, right? And then he steps forward, you look back, and you see his feet. Well, you see it shows his feet kicking, and it shows him just hanging there for a minute, then slides down and hits the ground. I'm like,
Yep.
oh,
Yep.
yeah. They could have made it look gorier
Yep.
and all that. Either way, they did a good job with that
Nah.
scene.
Yeah. You
You
didn't
didn't
need
need
that.
it.
Yeah. The scene
You
was
didn't
good.
need it because I
No.
feel like it would have taken away from what was going on in the scene overall, and it wasn't like
Yep.
it wasn't. Yes, there was blood in it, but it wasn't like one of those movies to where it was like real gory and you needed the gore. You wanted to see some blood, of course, but you didn't need like the gore. Just when the guy took himself out earlier in the movie with the gun. Other than that, you didn't need. You know what I mean? You didn't need like the overly bloody shit and all that other extra blood like we do for other films.
Yep.
But you know what? Really quick, I'm going to pull up the wheel for next month. Share screen.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know what's funny is I forgot. Oh, Queen Latifah is the artist for this one.
Ah.
So yeah, just shuffle it a couple times. So Queen Latifah will be the artist of the month for March, and we'll see what happens from here on out after. Because there's going to be some, some changes, like I said, but I'm not going to announce it until it happens. Or it's close.
The witch.
Yeah.
I think this is a different one.
No, this is the one. The Witch. And this is one I actually wanted to see for a while, so I'm happy.
Yeah, but the title don't look right. Wait a minute, does it? Yeah, it does. Never mind. Okay, the W's look like two V's.
Yeah. It's just because. Well, I think you were seeing it
Yeah.
more because of the pop up thing and not the movie
Yeah.
poster. Oh, perfect.
All right, nice. That yeah, you never seen it. That's right. I told you about it before. I was like, you need to check that out. Yeah, that was I think I seen it like 2 years ago. I forgot when it came out. Oh, what else we got here? High
tension.
Tension. Okay.
The Witch.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Nah.
Okay.
Well, I didn't see either one of these, but
Oh.
I'm excited. Copy. Remove. Stop sharing. Yeah.
It'll be a fun week.
Hell yeah. I can't wait. Oh, I can and I can't. You know how that goes. But it's a fun week, a whole new month, a whole new theme.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, new music. New music. I hope you guys are checking it out.
Was it? What'd you say? Powerful women?
Strong. I mean, it's Mujeres Locas,
Strong
which is
women?
crazy women, but it's strong women in horror. That's the theme. Same thing though. I just gotta find. All right. But yeah, back to this though. I don't know if I'd watch it again. Like it was good, but it wasn't good enough to go. And I know I gave it a 7. I know we both gave it a 7, but it wasn't good enough to be like,
yeah.
It wasn't even good enough for me to recommend, like a sturdy, you know what I mean, like a sturdy stamp of approval. Well,
I can understand that. I can see what you're saying.
It's worth checking out. I'll say that it's worth the one-time watch. I'll definitely say that. But like I said, it's not
like mind blowing.
For me, it's not that. For me, it's not a repeat. It's not something I can go back. It's not something I would go back to. It was fun though. It was fun. I'll give it that. It had some cool parts in it. It just wasn't one of those like, oh my god, yo, you gotta fucking tune in and see this shit. Like you gotta watch this movie. And I can't wait to see a movie like that again. Like as far as the ones we're podding for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens, people. We'll see what happens. I think I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. And you got anything else to say about this one, James?
Well, the end really quick. How'd you like the ending?
Oh. Honestly, I liked it. I wasn't mad that she got away, you know, when they all fell in the ice. Because so what happens is after the one guy's brother dies, Megan and the other dude get into a tussle for a while, and at some point she handcuffs because she's out of the cuffs. That's another thing we forgot to say. The guy's brother got her out of the cuffs. Like they made a deal and all this stuff. Got her out of the cuffs. So just to keep that in mind, she ends up cuffing the other dude, like handcuffing the other dude to her husband. But of course, he's a stronger dude. He can move around. He can drag him way easier, of course, than the other way around than she was. But she still used it to her advantage to slow him down, this, that, and the third when she could. But they end up later on in the chase and all this, the chase, the survival, the fight, the flight. They end up on the ice.
Yep.
And of course they fall in the ice. So the husband falls through the ice first. And of course that drags the one guy down. And he was already like grabbing her by the neck, so he pulls her down with them. And kind
the
of
normal thing, like people falling off the edge of a building. Always grabs the person, brings them with you.
Exactly. And they were, like I said, they were tussling. And by the way, there was a knife involved. She stabbed him like in his shoulder, and then he grabs her, pulls her down. So as they're going under the water, he pulls her down more, and he has his arm around her like this, and she reaches back, grabs a knife, boom, stabs him in the eye.
That's what I was getting to. Yeah.
Which, real quick, actually, was awesome because remember earlier in the movie where you see a guy with eye patch on, and she has like a flashback of it.
That was him.
No, I know that, and like a picture in her pocket of it, all this other stuff, and it being him.
Yeah.
And of course, he didn't survive that. There's no way he survived that. But
No.
like, what happens? You know, she wakes up, like she wakes up from a dream, from a nightmare, and she wakes up to her dead husband and all this other stuff that we just discussed, and it's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. You know what?
Yeah.
I take that back. I won't say it's a recommendation, but if you come across it, just let it play.
There you go.
Just let it play. I'll say that. Just let it
Check
play.
it out.
It's worth that. It's worth it. It's worth it. If you're going through movies, if you're like, fuck, for whatever reason, if you're going through Megan Fox's movies, make sure you check this one out.
Yeah.
If
I
you're
think this
just,
is one of her best ones.
probably is. It probably is. And she was in Transformers, and I didn't hate that
That's
movie.
true. Well, I don't count that as her movie.
Very true. You know what? That's right.
That's Optimus Prime's movie.
That's the Transformers movie.
He's the main actor.
I'll give
Not
you that.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. But with that said, though, people, we're gonna get on out of here. Make sure you tune into Horror Research 30 every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time live, and every Friday, technically Saturday, midnight, 12 a.m. all Eastern Time. Popcorn and Pints at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Go check out my homies over on the Scene Snobs. Go check out the Three Geeks. Check out the Z Network. Check out Smarknado. Yo, they just hit episode 201 this week, but episode 200 was earlier. Got to congratulate them on that beautiful journey. Go tune in if you like wrestling. If you don't like wrestling, I don't even watch wrestling. I check out their podcast. I look forward to it every fucking week. You should too. But I'm out of here. Again, Horror with Sir Sturdy. Go give it a like. Go give it a looky look tomorrow.
And Mike, thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you, bro. Got to get you on here one of these nights to review some horror with us. Don't be scared. And Blue Sunshine. Tune in for that. Make sure
Wait
you
a
hear.
minute. Did we watch that? We
Yeah.
reviewed that? Okay.
But on March 2nd, 12 a.m., myself and Jeffrey, my cousin Jeffrey, will be reviewing that shit. It is. And that's why I wanted to see it again. And it's perfect for Sturdo Vision. You're going to see a lot of more.
It is. It is perfect for your Sturdo Vision. That's true.
And I'm going to let you guys know that people will be Kung Fu fighting on Sturdo Vision in the near future. What does that mean? Tune in and find out. I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace.
Peace.